Hi, I'm Tenchi, and welcome to the place I don't want to be. But I'm here because they pay me. Right now, I'm eating some dog cashew clusters for, I guess, my breakfast or a snack, whatever on my break. I'm working on a picture. I gotta put highlight to it, but I guess what I came here to talk to y'all about today. This was a short video about my favorite harem anime, which is Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi in Tokyo, Tenchi Ryoki. Tenchi universe. Tenchi. But the reason I say so many because there's different versions. And there's a couple more versions, but I won't really get into those because those really don't follow the same story or plot line. Well, same people or storyline, so leave those out. But up in Tenchi Muyo, you have the main character, a young teenage dude named Tenchi, and then you have his love interest. And I came to talk to y'all about it today because Tenchi Muyo was problematic. Tenchi Muyo had problems. Tenchi Muyo had problems, and nobody addresses those problems. And I should not have been watching that as a child because I don't know. It teaches little boy. It teaches these little boys to be unusually nice and kind, but in real life, girls aren't gonna gather up in a group just to hang around you and battle it out to see who you gonna choose. Because he had like 6 or 7 women fighting for him, fighting over his affection. And not catty fighting, but just trying to prove they love. Everybody was staying together and getting along most days. I mean, you had the 2 main chicks who really just was up there about to get Tenchi's heart. But before I go into that, let me list off the chicks and who they are to Tenchi and why they're kind of problematic. First, this is the first of one of the main 2, Ryoko. She's problematic because she's an actual space pirate, meaning she's a criminal. She's an actual criminal. During this whole thing, they talk about how she's caused death and destruction all over the galaxy. But she's top pick. He see the good up in her. Couple times she doing rogue and crazy and try to kill other people, but at other girls on up in the harem, but she doesn't. But she a wild card, and I'm like, she an actual criminal. You're allowing an actual criminal, a woman that tore up your family's home world at one point. Which brings us to girl number 2, his great auntie. His great auntie is in a running for his love and affection. Mind you, his great auntie is an alien that looks his age, so that also keep in mind his great auntie has a sister that's younger than her. Both of them are old as fuck, but his great auntie, his oldest great auntie, Aika, Princess Aika. Besides being his auntie, she kind of plays this coy role when she's around him, but around every other female, she boss up. Like, the only other person who put her in her place is the actual pirate. If you ain't no pirate, you ain't finna put this princess up in her place. I was like, really? You only act kind, sweet, and innocent when Tenchi's around. The second he leave, you just the biggest bitch there is. And I love it. But you also his auntie. And she's way more jealous than everybody. Everybody else, she's now the pirate, Ryoko, she jealous. But her jealousy don't compare to Princess Aika, who feels entitled to him because that's her nephew. She said, but we're relatives, so we should be together. I was like, no, See, that's kind of like a foreign thing. Like foreigners like to marry cousins. I was like, that's not an American thing. That's not. I know that's an American thing, but that's like a backwoods American thing. No, don't marry your nephew. Which leads us to choice number three. His great aunt Sasami, who looks like a little girl. And when I say little girl, I mean an elementary school girl. She don't even get boobs yet. And the show paints it to be okay because she's actually thousands of years old, but at the same time, she looks like a little girl. She look like a little girl. She act like a little girl. Everybody treats her like a little girl. Although she would be a better. She actually proves that she could be a good wife because she's the one who does all the cooking and cleaning in the house. And I know this sounds weird that a little girl who's a princess does all the cooking and cleaning for these regular motherfuckers. It's random, but Susami is for like people with Lolita complexes, and I'm like, I don't have one, but okay. And she's not the only one. There's another one called this is Ryoko's mother. Oh, that's another problem with Ryoko. She's also in competition with her actual mother for Tenchi's affection. Her mother is the greatest scientist of the universe, Washu. Washu chooses. This is Washu's problem. Washu chooses to look like a child. Chooses. That's she keeps choosing to look like a child. Also, she runs experiments on Tenchi a lot. Sometimes without his permission. That's not a good thing. Then I want to say, so the third one. I mean, not the third one, but well, the third one from the same family, because Washu and Ryoko. Well, Washu got another technical daughter. Is something she is a animal hybrid spaceship she created that also has a human that went through the process of gaining a human form just to impress Tenchi. So there's bestiality up in it too. I mean, this harem just went hit hard for no fucking no reason. But it had bestiality all over it. Cause Ryo-Oki, the spaceship, the little rabbit cat thing, loves Tenchi. Loved him so much that one episode, the episode she got her human form, it caused so much problem because it caused these hostile creatures to come and try to help Tenchi because she wanted to help Tenchi, and a whole bunch of mess ensued. But she got her human form to impress Tenchi, and it impressed Tenchi, and Tenchi gave her more time. She knew what she was doing. She got what she wanted. And the last two are the first class detectives, Mihoshi and I forgot the green haired girl name. Ooh, I can't think of it because Mihoshi always saying her name. But the problem I have with them two is y'all cops, y'all detectives. Why y'all on Earth fraternizing with someone y'all is supposed to be arrested? Someone who's wanted all over the galaxy, Ryoko. They are best friends with Ryoko. They talk to Ryoko like Ryoko ain't did a crime and they won't get a promotion for bringing her in. Tenchi Muyo teaches you. I don't even know what it taught me. It taught me how to be a good man. It taught me how to be a good man to multiple women. That's about it. And I don't got nobody, so it don't even apply to my life like that. But it's so problematic because of those reasons. Nobody talks about it. And I bet we all look like I look back at that with fondness. I didn't realize like one there's already a problem with a harem concept anyway, but Tenchi's harem was like out there. It was out there. And I don't think there will ever be another one like that great because we live in an age now. They ain't gonna let stuff like that fly. That had too much. That was like bestiality. Also, I'm putting my snacks up in my backpack because I'm gonna break over. But that had so much. It had bestiality. It had furries. What else it had? Other Tenchis ended up gaining more girls. Tenchi also, later on in the series, they finally got tired and say, you know what, we tired of all these choices. Here's Tenchi's great, well, his grandpa's grandmother. She, yes, Tenchi is half, also Tenchi is like a quarter alien. He's a Jirian. He's he's actually in line for the throne of Jirai, of the planet his family comes from. Their royalty, but he's technically like a crown. He's technically a prince of Jirai, but he doesn't do anything. And this is why Aika is so adamant about her and him marrying. But their grandmother said, "Forget all that. I got you a wife, my adopted daughter. You're gonna marry her." And that was it. Everybody had to respect that, and nobody respected it. Them girls, everybody still felt the same way about Tenchi. And at first, his wife didn't like him like that, but she started feeling the same way everybody else felt. And I'm just like, man, Tenchi, you're blessed. You're blessed in the weirdest way, and your show promotes a lot of things that you shouldn't promote. But still an awesome show. I still recommend you watch the Tenchi series. It's awesome. Go watch it. Tell me what you think. It's funny now, but I guess it's because just the one thing Tenchi did not do is make stuff over sexualized or have like breasts and stuff out on display. It didn't have that, so for the most part. So I guess that's why I get away with some of his like very weird relationships. Very weird. Some on borderline toxic. But that I can't think of the other detective's name who's Mihoshi's partner, but they have a toxic their partnership is toxic. I'll get on that on another time, but peace, love, positivity in later days. Be blessed, people.